Hello Pisces and welcome. I'm Jessie Ray and this is Chiron's Key Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today for this reading. This is going to be a general reading for January 1st to the 15th. We're going to take a look at the energy that you guys are moving away from, the current energy around you, and the energies that you guys are moving towards. It looks like we've got the Death card, the Star card, and the World. And as I was doing your meditation and dropping into this space, I also pulled the Combustion card, the Tempest, and the Release. And I just feel like you guys are kind of going through a little bit of an emotional time right now and kind of really working with your emotional body to get recalibrated and releasing things that are no longer serving you. And for some of you guys might be feeling a little lost, a little in the dark, but with the Star card coming out, that just lets me know that you guys are being divinely guided. Your spirit guides are watching over you, and really to just trust this process of the releasing. And so anything that's kind of being pulled away wasn't as stable as you thought it was, or it needs to be reworked. So just trust the process. And you've got the Seven of Wands, you've got the Hierophant. So there's something about when you release this and let go of the things that are no longer serving you, I feel like you guys are going to really gain some insight and some wisdom around that. And this might feel really, because things are coming to an end. You also now have the Ten of Wands. So there's really this kind of, this completion and things really coming to an end here, because you've got this Release card, and I feel like this Combustion is talking about this like trigger moment in which like something comes to the surface. I feel like it's going to be something from the past that has just kind of been burning within you, that needs to be healed, that needs to be released. So there's almost this thing that like kind of comes to the surface. There's like this trigger moment, which I feel like is represented by this Tempest card here, and then there's going to be this trigger, this push, and then there's going to be this release. And when you allow that to happen, then that's like when the Death card comes in, and that's when it's like, okay, there's been this thing that has happened, I'm now releasing it, I'm going to be working through this. I feel like it's been kind of just an emotional time for you guys, and so really just allowing yourself to recalibrate your emotional body, hold space, work through that. You're being divinely guided. You've got the Star card here, so there's this real sense of like healing taking place, and new understandings, new directions, new ways of being able to see things, and just really going through that releasing process. I can't say it enough. I just keep talking about releasing, like we're just really releasing what is no longer serving you. And this World card, I feel like, you guys, this talks about travel and movement and success and overcoming challenges, and maybe you guys are going to move or relocate. Maybe you guys are going to take a little bit of a break and a vacation. Maybe you guys are going to expand your knowledge in a certain area of study that you guys have really been wanting to work on, and kind of really allowing yourself to kind of just expand your world is how they want me to say it. And with this Death card, the Four of Wands talks about stability and marriage and celebration, but also what the Four talks about numerology, I'll say it like that, in numerology, it can talk about a death. And I feel like it's just really getting reiterated here. So this Four of Wands, what normally is a very celebratory card for you, is just kind of really having you really reevaluate things. And like, if it's not stable, if it's not secure, if it doesn't bring you emotional joy, really, then that's like that death process of those things that are not stable in your life, kind of being asked to be really kind of, released and let go. And with the Hierophant here coming in, I feel like there's just going to be so much wisdom gained from allowing this process to happen. Because with the Star card, you also have the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Wands, which I feel like that just means it's been a very, I know that Cups are the emotions, but I feel like with this fire too, I feel, and with this combustion, this trigger point, I feel like for this particular reading and how I'm picking up on this energy, there's been an anger, there's been a frustration, there's been a hurt that's been burning in you. And so for right now, with the Seven of Wands energy and the Ten of Wands energy, I feel like it's also relating to your emotions. I know the Cups normally are the ones that talk about emotions, but this trigger point, this combustion, this anger, this frustration, this that moment, it's very emotional. And Seven of Wands, you actually have the higher ground. So Seven of Wands, you can be kind of challenged and things like that, and you have the higher ground. And the Ten of Wands is really talking about a completion, and I feel like it's the universe saying, don't fight this, you're going to come out on top, and you just need to allow this process to happen. There needs to be an allowance, an acceptance, and a closure. And then with the World kind of coming out, the World is a success card, and so is the Sun. When I see the Sun in my own readings, I'm like, okay, cool, so everything's going to work out. So really allowing this process to happen, because the Lover's card is here, and the Lover's card is also all about choices. How we choose to relate to other people, how we're choosing to relate to ourselves, how we're showing up in relationships. And I feel like, going through this release and going through this trigger point and allowing what needs to be, happen and be cleared, let that be cleared, there's a sense of the joy coming back in, and there's a sense of, being able to feel a lot more clear in your decisions and how you're relating. And I feel like it's going to open up new friendships and new partnerships and new, even co-workerships at work. You might, and they want to say trust too. There's like a sense of trust, like a rebirth of trust coming in. So I'm sending you guys all of my best for the first part of January, and I just really feel like I have to reiterate just trusting this process and the emotional recalibration of what's taking place for you right now. And with that Ten of Wands, anything that kind of needs to come to completion, allow that to do so. So again, sending you all my best for the first part of January, and I will see you guys back here next weekend. Take care.